Hello again and welcome to another edition of Sudzin Country. Hi, I'm Herb Sudzin. Welcome to the show, my friends. Today I have Broken Bow recording artist Craig Morgan with me. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you.
Good to have you on Sudzin Country. Let's talk about My Kind of Living. You produced it with your friend Phil O'Donnell.
Yes, sir.
It's your second album on Broken Bow.
Correct.
Third career album.
Correct.
Tell us what's on that album.
Well, there's 12 songs. I wrote or co-wrote 8 of the 12.
Okay.
All the other songs that I didn't write were written by people that I write with or friends that I know.
Well, talk to me about ballads, up-tempo, dance songs.
I don't know.
Dance songs?
Yeah, no, it's about 70% up-tempo.
Okay.
I did something a little different on this record, try to keep it up-tempo.
Okay.
And the ballads, short of That's What I Love About Sunday,
Yeah.
are songs that I wrote.
Okay.
You know, the title of the song truly encompasses what that album, the title of the album encompasses what that album's about. All the things in that album are my kind of living.
All right. You write from experiences?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
I think any good writer does.
You draw from your own personal experiences. Let me ask you, I was thinking about this before. One experience, there goes, one experience, how many songs can you write from one experience in your life?
Oh, I think it's, you know, you can create a whole lot of stuff off of one idea.
Okay, I don't know. I'm not, that's pretty interesting because everybody has to, in other words, you have to live it to write it to perform it, is what you're saying.
You don't have to, no.
Okay, but
I've never been homeless and I wrote Almost Home.
Okay, there you go. All right, so you don't have to do that then.
No.
Okay, that's pretty interesting. What's what I love about Sunday? 5 weeks at #1, huh? How'd it feel to have a #1?
Exciting.
Exciting, huh? Where were you when you heard it was #1?
I was in D.C. I was up there doing a show for the Secretary of Defense and America Supports You.
Okay.
A program that we support. And the record label called me and told me that we were going #1 that morning.
Now, that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, it was exciting.
Just a quick question. Where were you when you heard your first song ever on the radio? That was it wasn't set up by a DJ or something.
Oh yeah, it was at home in Dixon, the little AM station.
Yeah. And you just sat there and played and heard it, huh?
Sit there and listened to it.
Cool, huh?
Yeah, very cool.
Feeling, huh? Hey, I want to let you know that I just read that What I Love About Sunday, 5 weeks, the longest time an independent label was ever on the chart since 1977.
Yeah.
That's quite an accomplishment, man.
I know.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
That's quite an accomplishment for you. Yeah. And you're letting the people know that independent labels can have stars too, because look what you just did. You know, you were right up at #1. You were Atlantic, and that was unfortunately folded back in what, 2000, huh?
Yeah, Atlantic.
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
They closed their doors in 2001.
Okay, and you were just starting out then.
Yeah, I've been on the label for about a year and a half, and the label shut down.
And had to put a little air out of your balloon, huh?
Not really. I didn't really care.
Didn't care, huh? Move
Nothing
on.
but a thing. That's right.
No, that's it. Don't sweat the small stuff.
That's right.
Yeah. And you went to Broken Bow and you had I Love It out, huh?
That's right. Album I Love It had the first single off of I Love It was Almost Home.
Yep.
Which was a big, huge hit. One of the biggest songs of the year. Still one of the most played songs.
Wow.
And Recurrence. And then we had a couple other songs up there that were top 30, top 20 that did real well. And then we moved on to the new album, My Kind of Living.
Nothing wrong with that. And all those albums you had, you wrote most of the songs on it, huh?
I did.
How have your albums improved since the first one, your self-titled album with Atlantic?
Well, I think I'm writing better.
Are you?
I think anything else you do, you should get better, or you need to change your job.
Well, that's true too. But but sometimes you think you're okay, and then you just go along without really
progressing. I think we're writing better music. It's obvious we're writing better music. We're getting more response from the songs we're writing. I think my production quality is better. You just learn. We've learned a lot as we've gone along. So.
Do you think the fans will see the difference in your writing?
Oh, I think that's obvious. They already do. We get so many emails and letters and stuff that it's obvious.
I read an article where you write 4 or 5 songs a day.
Used to.
Get out.
Used to, not anymore.
Wow. So all right, if you have to write 4 or 5 songs a day, how fast was the fastest song you ever wrote?
I wrote Something to Write Home About, which was that was my very first single. Yeah, that was my very first single out on radio. And we wrote that song in 45 minutes.
Wow. Let's put you to work now.
Sure.
What video you want to put in? Redneck Yacht Club?
Redneck Yacht Club.
That's a great video. Tell the people something that they won't know during the taping of that video that they won't know unless they listen to you right now. Something unusual.
2 of my kids are in the video.
Okay.
That's something. And there's a gentleman by the name of Michael Waddell, who is the host of Real Tree Road Trips, #1 outdoor TV program.
Wow.
And he's in the video as well.
Okay. Where was it shot?
Percy Priest Lake, Nashville, Tennessee.
How long did it take you to do it? One day?
All day. We started about 6 and finished about 9 that night.
Okay. Redneck Yacht Club with Craig Morgan right now in Sudzin Country.
I'm meeting my buddies out on the lake. We're headed out to a special place we love that just a few folks know. There's no signing up, no monthly dues. Take your Johnson, your Mercury, or your Evan Root and fired up. Meet us out at Party Cove. Come on in, the water's fine. Just idle on over and toss us a line. Fast trackers, mainliners, and a party barge strung together like a floating trailer park. Anchored out and getting loud all summer long. Side by side, there's 5 houseboat front porches, astroturf lawn chairs and tiki torches. Regular Joes rocking the boat, that's us, the Redneck Yacht Club. Flip-flops and a tank top tan. He popped his first top at 10 a.m. That's Bob, he's our president. We're checking out the girls on the upper deck, rubbing in the 15 SPF. It's hot, everybody's jumping in. Later on when the sun goes down, we'll pull out the jar and that old guitar and pass them around. Bass trackers, mainliners, and a party barge strung together like a floating trailer park. Anchored out and getting loud all summer long. Side by side, there's 5 houseboat front porches, astroturf lawn chairs and tiki torches. Regular Joes rocking the boat, that's us, the Redneck Yacht Club. Over and we're all alone, we'll be making waves in a no-wake zone. Fast trackers, mainliners, and a party barge strung together like a floating trailer park. Anchored out and getting loud all summer long. Side by side, there's 5 houseboat front porches, astroturf lawn chairs and tiki torches. Regular Joes rocking the boat, that's us, the Redneck Yacht Club. Redneck Yacht Club. The Redneck Yacht Club.
People you write about are people that you have been around for a long time, and that kind of person never disappears, the kind of people that you write about. Is that a true statement?
I think it's true, yeah. They don't go anywhere, they're always there.
They're always there. It's the same. Hey, 10 years in the military, huh?
Almost 11 of active duty.
Wow, wow. Where did you travel during your travel?
It's easier to say where I didn't go.
All right. Where?
No, I've been in 27 different countries.
Wow.
I've been in every state in the United States.
Wow.
In my travels. So.
Military, huh? Wow. What conflicts were you involved in? Did you ever
I was in Panama in 1989 for Operation Just Cause, and I was assigned to the 82nd Airborne Division during Desert Storm.
Wow. You were over there, huh? Desert Storm, huh?
Yeah.
Wow. What was the most memorable experience you had on the military?
The heat. I remember it being hot over there in Iraq.
Wow.
Horribly hot.
Those guys are doing it now over there again.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
they're doing it there so that we don't have to do it here.
Keep it over there.
Absolutely.
You know? Yeah, I agree with you there. I agree with. Would you do it again 10 years ago?
In a heartbeat.
In a heartbeat. What rank were you?
E6, promotable to E7.
Okay. You write about any of those experiences in your music?
I had a song on my first album called Paradise that talked about my time in Panama.
Was it?
Yeah.
You have a video on that too.
Yeah, we do.
You want to show that video?
Sure.
Here's Paradise right now with Greg Morgan in Sudzin Country.
I don't know why I left. I don't know why I left. But I know it won't be long. But I know it won't be long. No, it won't be long. No, it won't be long. Till I get back home. Gave me a green uniform and black boots for my feet. 18 and wild as hell, I thought it would be neat. They put me on a plane to some strange and foreign land. I said goodbye to Mom and Dad and hello to Uncle Sam. Once I was a soldier, not afraid to die. Now I'm a little older and not afraid to cry. Every day I'm thankful just to be alive. When you've been where I've been, any kind of life is paradise. Christmas of '89 was a lonely time for me. Panama was probably fine, but it was nothing like Tennessee. Never thought the day would come when I might have to kill a man. Did not sleep a wink that night, but we won for Uncle Sam. Once I was a soldier, not afraid to die. Now I'm a little older, not afraid to cry. Every day I'm thankful just to be alive. When you've been where I've been, any kind of life is paradise. Been where I've been, any kind of life is paradise. It's paradise. Paradise.
Once you got out of the military, you attended writers' nights.
Yes, sir.
What did you learn from writers' nights? How did you?
I think that the key thing for writers' nights was a chance to network with a lot of the other writers,
Okay.
singers, producers, whatever. All these people came to these things, so it was a chance to meet all those people. The transition for me was simple because my last few years in the military, I was doing all that.
Right. You were entertaining in the military too.
Yeah, when I had time off, I would come to Nashville, go home,
Okay.
and write and try to spend some time with those people. So I think the key thing and the important thing for those writers' nights is the networking.
And you did demo sessions too, huh?
Oh yeah, that was for the money.
Yeah, that made the.
That paid the bills.
There you go. Who do you demo for? Everybody?
Just about every writer in town.
Everybody.
I mean, everybody from Dean Dillon to Skip Ewan to Harley Allen.
Are you cutting those songs? Have you ever cut one of those songs that you demoed?
I did. I have a song on this album called The Cowboy and the Clown that I demoed a long time ago. There's at least one or two songs on every record I've done that were from songs that I demoed.
Now, all right, the songs on the album, how far back do some of those songs go? They're not current, they're, like you said, a few years ago, but...
There's a song on the new album, the album I Can't Live, and the song is That's When I Believe You're Gone. I wrote that with Craig Morris probably 5 or 6 years ago.
Okay. Yeah.
It just never fit in on the previous CD, so, and it worked on this one.
What artist cut of all your demo songs, what famous artist cut some of your songs?
Oh, George Strait.
They did it?
Yeah.
You pitched it to them, they pitched it to them after you
They
demoed.
did, after I demoed it.
I read also, I don't think I could have been an artist that I am today without being a songwriter. True?
Oh, I agree. Yeah, that's, I believe that's a lot of who I am.
Right.
And those two things combined make me the artist that I am.
If you want to go look ahead 50 years from now, they see Craig Morgan's name. How do you want to be remembered?
Retired.
Retired.
50 years from now?
What thing in life would you like to be remembered by?
I think that I would want people to say that I was honest, fair, and hardworking.
Songwriter or singer?
Honest, fair, and hardworking.
There you go. You grew up in music, from what I read. Your father was in a band that played on Ralph Emery's show, huh?
Yes, sir.
Wow. Well, I remember that show. Yeah. You were 6 or 7. You were on the stage, huh? Singing?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
First time.
Yeah. How did it feel?
We were talking about that this morning. I got pulled up on stage as a kid quite a bit.
But yeah, in those days, you were progressing along. You didn't even think of music as a career.
Oh no, it was just that was something I grew up in. So
right.
As a matter of fact, it was I didn't want to do it.
That's so.
I just kind of steered clear of it because it was something I was around all the time.
Right.
I wanted to go somewhere else and try something different, you know.
Right. That was an everyday life.
That's right.
Yeah. You don't want to do that.
But as soon as I got away, I wanted to come back.
You felt the pull, huh?
Yeah.
Felt the pull. Yeah. That's interesting. What? You never looked back once you made that career choice from the military to the music?
Not yet.
You never looked back, huh? You're still going, huh?
Yep.
That's good. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Hey, we were talking about Almost Home before. It earned you a Songwriter Achievement Award from the National Songwriters Association International, huh? That had to be quite an accomplishment back when that song came out.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Anytime your peers pick a song that you've written, as you know, for an award, I mean that's just amazing.
I read where the word it was on the top of the charts, Billboard's Heat Seekers. What's Heat Seeker? I didn't understand that one. I never heard that word before. Is that a
I don't really know what it means either. I think it just means that we're destined to do well. That song is, according to them.
I never heard that word. That's why I'm asking you, you know, that term for any kind of, you produce your own records, huh?
Yes, sir.
What's the job of a producer on a record? What do you have to do?
Everything concerning the album, from coordinating the musicians, the studio, lining all that up, all the way to the catering that's taking place, and handling the budget, ensuring that we stay within the budget.
How does it feel to work with the heroes that you looked up to over the years growing up? Now you're sitting there working with them as they're next to you, you know?
Oh, it's still odd to me.
Is it?
Oh yeah, I've been on stage with, I've actually sang on the Opry with George Jones, John
Conley. On the Opry 100 times, I read.
Oh yeah.
My God.
So it's still weird for me. I mean, I got a call from Jim Ed Brown the other day inviting me to his house.
Wow.
That's odd.
That is.
But exciting and makes me feel good about what we're doing.
Exactly. You've been accepted.
Yeah.
That's what that makes. Well, that makes what it makes it feel good. Is that you've been accepted.
It does, absolutely.
Yeah. You work with Little Jimmy on the stage, huh?
Have, yeah.
Yeah, he's cool.
I love Little Jimmy.
Yeah, everybody loves Little Jimmy.
He epitomizes the country music industry.
Oh my God. He was on the show a couple weeks ago.
He's a great man.
Yeah, I was out there. We were singing. He was just great. He's just great. You're quite a John Conley fan.
Huge John Conley fan.
He was here too a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
I interviewed John out in the same place that Little Jimmy about 2 weeks ago yesterday.
John is probably my favorite all-time singer.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's quite a guy. His stories really tell the story, man.
Oh yeah, he's got quite a background.
Yeah, he's quite a guy. You toured with Leanne Rimes and Montgomery Gentry, Brad Paisley, and Terry Clark, huh? Yeah.
Done a lot of shows with all of them.
Yeah. You opened for them, huh? They're nothing wrong with that. What other jobs? You've always been in music. What other jobs did you do in the past?
Well, I've been a police officer.
Yep, I read that.
Worked at Walmart.
Yeah. Okay.
I was a EMT,
okay,
paramedic.
Yeah, I read that too. Yeah.
The Army.
Yeah.
Construction. Every good songwriter's done just about everything.
You got to work to pay the bills.
You got to. That's
Don't
right.
give up your daytime job, as the old saying goes. Let's throw another video on. What do you want to do? I got them. They're right.
I had a video. It's called Every Friday Afternoon, a single that we did.
Right here.
Yeah.
Yep. Tell me about that video before we put it in.
That was the first video shot beyond the security checkpoints at an airport after September 11th.
Wow.
I found that out after the fact.
Wow.
The first one.
Okay.
All of my kids were in that video, as well as a lot of friends, and that was a lot of fun to make. The day that we made that video, my son was in the hospital having his appendix removed. His appendix had burst a couple of days prior, and so that was a tough time trying to sit there and do that video, knowing my son was in the hospital.
Concentrate on it, man. Oh man. Here's Craig Morgan in Sudzin Country right now.
Called me up this morning, said there's something you should know. There's a job back home in Boston, and I think I'm gonna go. My parents are in Cambridge, and I've got some old friends there. And I know you think this isn't fair, and the tears started falling. There was nothing I could say. Even if I fight it, someone loses either way. Oh, it might as well be China or the dark side of the moon. There's no way I can be there every Friday afternoon. I have him every weekend. He's got his own room here. He's all that's kept me going these last 3 years. There's Little League in Boston. Oh, but who will coach his team? How's he gonna grow up without me? And the tears started falling. There was nothing I could say. Even if I fight it, someone loses either way. Oh, it might as well be China or the dark side of the moon. There's no way I can be there every Friday afternoon. What about Christmas if I can't get off of work? What about his birthday? If I'm not there, he'll be hurt. And I know the day is coming when she'll find someone new, but he'll never love him like I do. China or the dark side of the moon. There's no way I can be there every Friday afternoon.
Charities. What do you do for charity work? You work with things.
Just about anything involving children.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
I think that has a lot to do with the fact that I have kids, and we just love kids, and in particular, the St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, Deliver the Dream, and as well anything involving the military because of my relationship with them. There's a new program called Americasupportsyou.net that we're very active with right now.
Advice for somebody just starting out. Give him some advice here, Craig.
You know, I tell you, before you give up your day job and sell your house,
Yeah.
talk to people that are in the industry that know what they're doing, and make sure that you have what they are going to want you to have in order to do it.
The best way to get into country music, you'd say, is through songwriting?
It was for me,
right.
You know, but not everybody writes songs. You can be a great singer and not write songs.
True.
George Strait, you know, he don't write a lot of his music.
No, I know. But
and he's made a pretty good living at it. So I just, you know, like I said, make sure you got the talent, and then the only way to know that is to seek out those people who truly dictate what happens in your career in the record industry.
What do you do for relaxed time, hobbies?
Ride motorcycles and hunt.
Harley, man?
No, I'm a dirt bike guy.
Oh, that's right. I did. You just did a charity. You're doing one.
We have we got a race coming up.
There you
go. We're hoping next year to do I do a benefit every year, and we're hoping next year's benefit will include a trail ride.
Tell you what we're going to do. Why don't we close the show with that song that made you a #1? We didn't put that in yet, did we?
I don't think so.
No.
That's what I love about Sunday.
Yeah, that was a #1. Why don't we put it in? Talk about that one before we close the show. What was unusual about taping that?
Just a long day. It looks like we're having a lot of fun, and we did have a lot of fun, but fun can sometimes be work.
After so many hours,
yeah.
Huh? Well, that was #1 for you. It was your first #1. We're going to show it right now as we close the show. Thank you for being on the show.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, Craig. That's what I love about Sunday. We're wrapping up with this edition of Sudzin Country with Craig Morgan.
Raymond's in his Sunday best. He's usually up to his chest in oil and grease. There's the Martins walking in with that mean little freckle-faced kid who broke a window last week. Sweet Miss Betty likes to sing off-key in the pew behind me. That's what I love about Sunday. Sing along as the choir sways every verse of Amazing Grace. And then we shake the preacher's hand, go home into your blue jeans, have some chicken and some baked beans, pick a backyard football team, not do much of anything. That's what I love about Sunday.